Welcome back to the hottest podcast on the planet.
Yes, God.
Yes.
This is the safe haven, the hideout. I am your girl, Digga Dex. We have your boy.
What's good? Y'all already know who it is. It's Radio Row.
It's your boy James and the fourth. Don't forget the fourth, baby.
It's your girl Mia.
Yeah, baby. So it's been a minute since we've been together.
Yes.
Wow,
God.
wait. What happened to me? Say
I'm
nah.
sorry.
No. I'll zoom out. Here we go.
No, I had my guy, Raw Fiend.
I'm the guy, making sure everything gets switched and the sound sounds good.
Sights,
Yes.
sights and sounds.
Sights and sounds.
Y'all can't. I'm gonna start singing. So yeah.
My girl feel like she in a stew.
All right. Beyonce got these women.
Don't put me in this dude. What?
Put me in this thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start rapping like a Detroit nigga.
Put me in this thing.
All right.
Well,
Oh fuck, dude. Fake no.
yeah. Shout out to her though. Shout out to Glow.
Yes.
Nah, for real. Just getting
Yes.
got signed by CMG.
Mhm.
Gotti making moves, picking up a female artist. One of her homegirls got signed too off that too.
She got signed with
She was
QC.
tough,
Yes,
though.
that's what's up. Yes, she is.
Yeah,
Nah, she tough.
Yeah.
Okay. So we know that, there's been a lot of different things going on in the world.
The monkeypox. Oh my god.
We've kind of, officially entered into a recession, I guess I'd say, along with monkeypox and different things coming out. And, a lot of things can begin to become overwhelming. We kind of just got out of COVID for 2 years, and to go back through something like this, and then with coming out of COVID, going into a price hike with a lot of different things, inflation on rent, food.
Everything.
So things have kind of been real hard. I definitely will say on people mentally and financially and really physically. So this is really just like, just a mental health session. Check on y'all, see how y'all doing, how y'all feeling mentally. How y'all feel? What's going on with y'all?
I don't know, girl. I'm gonna find out Tuesday. I just got me a therapist.
Yes, God.
Good to know.
No, for real.
Therapy for black people.
And
Black
she's
people don't
black.
like
my
the really.
first therapist. She was a white lady. Don't get me wrong. She was so good. Like when I first got her right before my first brother passed away, and she was just there. Like she would even talk to my family members during my sessions sometimes. And she was such a nice lady. But I want to connect with a black woman.
Therapy works.
Yeah.
I've been in therapy for
Yeah.
2 years. I have a black lady as my therapist. I basically look at her like she's like one of my other moms, because she holds me accountable to everything. So it's just like I really feel like everybody should be in therapy.
Yeah. You need someone to talk to.
Even if you're not going, even if you feel like your life is just like not as crazy as it should be to even think about therapy, having a therapist just to even have somebody to talk to like goes a long way in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what is one of the biggest issues that you all feel like right now you're facing? Or what is one of the biggest issues currently that you all feel like you're facing and you're trying to deal with?
Acceptance. I can't accept like the things that happened in my past. I can't accept that to move on. Like I need to accept everything. That's why I got a therapist, so I can talk about what happened, like things that happened, so I can move past it. Like I need to accept that. I can't. It's ruining my life. I ain't even gonna lie. It's ruining
That's
my
how
life.
it be. No, for real.
You gotta let it go.
I mean,
ready to let it out.
Some
and let it
things
go.
that I feel like there's some things that you can accept, but there's some things that you also don't have to accept in a way. Like
I feel like I have to in order to move on with certain things.
I feel like you have to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Just for you to be able to be like, okay, like it happened, it's in the past.
But it's
I'm gonna leave it there.
Maybe because I'm being biased because I know her situation. Like, it's like, yeah, you can accept that, but also at the same time, I guess it is acceptance. It's like, yes, because that situation did happen, but at the same time, there's a way to deal with that. Like, there's a way to not feel like, I guess it is acceptance. Because now that I'm thinking about it overall, it's like, yes, I do have to accept this.
So getting closure.
Yeah, closure.
Okay.
Closure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I feel like
Closure.
to a degree, closure is an acceptable answer to a degree, depending on what the situation is. Because what I've learned so far in life, certain things that you think you want an answer to, you might not be able to handle the answer you'll get. So it'll actually either trigger or even cause more damage when you think you're getting the closure to fix it. So not in all cases, but in some cases, that closure that you think you're looking for is actually a blessing in disguise, because it's not what you need to know about in that moment.
Maybe how I'm thinking about
exactly what you're
acceptance
saying.
is she, like, maybe I'm trying to think of how she feels about it. Maybe that's why I'm thinking about it, because I'm not saying you don't. I think acceptance is the wrong word for it.
I say that
is.
Because
Yes, the one.
because like, you don't mind me sharing
Well,
some, about your brother.
oh yeah.
Okay. But her brothers have passed away. So it's like, yes, I accept that happened. Like, yes, I accept
I can't
that.
accept that. Like,
But you know what I'm saying?
so
Like,
hard.
not yes, that did happen. That's what I'm saying. Yes, that did happen, but I don't feel like she has to accept it. I feel like grieving is a process, and like each day, like people say, oh, with time it gets easier and all of that stuff, but like sometimes that's not the case for all situations. Sometimes it's harder as time goes on. So it's like, for me, I feel like, okay,
So I would say acceptance is definitely the wrong word. You're looking for more.
and I'm trying to figure out the word that
It's more
I'm
of trying
like,
to
yes,
be
that
like-
did happen, but also like,
Trying
I
to
feel
be-
like he can like they live on through you
I feel
in
like
a
that's
way.
trying to be
Yeah.
more optimistic of your situation. Like you're trying to find a different route to deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm
So
trying to
acceptance is
actually,
not the word.
yeah, thank you. But it's like I'm trying to deal with it, find ways to deal with it. My first brother passed away 10 years ago. My second one, almost 3 years. 2019 was almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Almost 3 years ago. So it just be like, a little hard. Like my second one, it felt like it moved so fast. Like when he passed, the funeral, everything, the whole grieving process was so fast. So it's like, I don't be knowing how to deal with it. Like the first one, I was in high school when he passed away. So it was like everybody was around. I could feel it, like I could
Yeah.
grieve. But I don't get that now. It's
I
just
think
like
more
everybody was
so-
just like, you move on. Like,
Yeah.
there's shit you can do about it, so you need to move
And that
fucking
may
on.
be because of how both of them, like, there's that was the one situation, then now there's another situation. But I feel like, okay, I think the biggest thing to deal with is that, like, it happened, and now how do I not move on with my life, but change my life where they live on through me, and I'm doing well, and I'm growing, and I can feel their presence around me as I'm doing certain things to, just bloom and flourish and, just become better. So I'm glad you got yourself a therapist. Like I'm really glad. Like a lot of other people really do need to try to find therapy or try to find a way that works for them to deal with therapy. But what about y'all? What's going on with y'all? How y'all feeling? Like what's going on with y'all? What is one of the biggest things that you feel like you're trying to deal with right now currently?
I would probably say for me, learning to be patient. Reason being, I'm used to moving at such a high rate and consistently doing something. Really, ever since the pandemic hit, it was like a reality check for me to kind of show me like how fast I was just navigating through life. So I think since being, the pandemic hit, it's taught me patience in the sense of just because you want something done or you may want something in that time frame, it's not what you may need. So you got to find other ways to not necessarily get around it, but you kind of got to understand why and kind of move at a different pace.
I think that's one of the biggest things for me that I'm still learning, but I've learned. And for me, it's like, I think I have patience, but also for me, I feel like I sometimes am in a rush. And I'm in a rush to, like, I'm on a time strain. Like, I have to get this and by a certain age, and I have to.
Why do you feel that way?
I really do not know, though. Like, I really do not know. Maybe because of how I vision living my life. I think that's the biggest thing for me. Like, if I feel like I am not doing things that I could do, but at the same time, I think what I'm trying to learn is the things that I can change, okay, change. The things that I cannot change, let it go and let that be what it is. It's only, I won't say it's only me. I do have people around me, but you are the number one person to achieve your goals and the things that you set out for yourself. So like sometimes I do feel like I got this big like time strain on me. Like I still feel certain ways about certain things that happen. Like I feel like my biggest problem is everything cannot be perfect. You have to just like let certain things just happen. Like everything is not going to be this, and that. Like life happens. Like you have to go with the flow. And that was what I was saying. Like I have learned how to deal with my problems and not be stagnant when problems happen or problems occur. Because my biggest thing was when things went bad, I couldn't recover from them because I'm like, oh, this happened, but now I feel like I'm learning how to work through the problems and push forward and not let things stop my motion. So, yeah.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
So what about you?
I think for me, I'm really learning to not let my ideas just be ideas. Because it's like I got 1,000,001 things I want to do that I think I can really flourish in, and when I think about it, like I might talk about it for like the first like month or whatever, and then I'll be like, and then it just like goes like in the back of my mind.
Say, I can agree with you all the time. I do the same damn.
And then it just pops up like, oh yeah, like I forgot, I still want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you continue, then you go back, you try, then now you got to backtrack all the way back like to square one where you first started, and then try to carry that out. Like if I'd have just worked on this, as long as I forgot about it, if I'd have really worked on it and spent the same amount of time that I forgot about it, I'm working on this craft right here, who knows what could have happened.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I agree. Like, I think though, for me as a creative person, like I hit roadblocks where I'm not creative, or things that are going on in my world sometimes consume me and overwhelm me. And so I'm like trying to figure out how to, like, I think I'm always trying to figure out how to balance things, like how to make everything work. But like, and I think that was, for me, that was one of my biggest problems in college. Like I was trying to do too much and not let things flow. Like just be a college student. Like I felt like I needed to have money. I needed to have a job. But maybe in those moments, maybe in those moments, I did need that though. Like maybe in those moments with the things that were occurring, I needed to have that. And so I feel like with things like that, I beat myself up on. Like I feel like, oh, I should have a degree by now, or I should have this, I should do that, I should do that.
Same.
And it's just like
you always hit.
And that's how I feel, and that's how I feel right now. I feel like mentally from 17 to now I'm 24. I feel like I went through a major learning experience about myself. I redeveloped myself and I see the growth and I see the changes. Oh, and that's really another thing. Like, even for me, since I started this podcast, like, so maybe last week I went back and viewed the first podcast that I did with CJ. And I realized how then I thought I was mature, but actually I was mature, but also young. And I feel like between August of last year to now, almost August of this year, so it'll be maybe like a year doing this, I do have a few videos, but that's what I'm talking about. Like stopping your motion and stopping the things that you could have done, you could have dropped. Like I probably could have dropped if I was stayed consistent, maybe like, a whole season. But I don't know, you never know. Things happen for a reason. But there is definitely, for me, I feel like we're all trying to get to a certain place. We're all trying to reach our goals. And sometimes we all experience different things that alter it. And so we get down and we just try to figure out how to pick it back up. So I feel like, yeah. Were you finished though?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. So next thing is, what is one word that you would use to describe yourself? One adjective that you would use to define who you are as a person.
I'll probably say unforgettable.
I'm dead.
For real,
Why do you think you're
And CJ, I
my
want you
last
to
one?
chime in on this as well.
I feel like for me, the reason I picked unforgettable, regardless, like if you just meet me or if you know me for a long time, like I'm always gonna leave some type of mark in your life. Mm-hmm. Just because the type of person I am, I like to just literally, I appreciate time for what it is. So I appreciate the moments. So I make the most of them. So, most time it's, getting to know somebody in that setting, like on the spot. Like, for example, first time meeting you today, I wanted to know. Because, again, we on the podcast, so that was something that I was interested in.
Yeah, talking about some poor.
You feel me?
The fourth.
Poor.
But I just feel like...
That's the trademark.
The fourth.
That's the trademark.
The brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just try to make people as comfortable as possible in their skin. And with that, I leave a mark on them. That's unforgettable.
Okay. I like that though, because that kind of is him.
No, that's definitely him. Like all the way, like 100%.
Okay.
That's my guy.
No.
That's my guy.
Yo, I gotta go last. Let me do something.
For me, I would say resilient.
Not you taking mine.
I would definitely say resilient.
Why do you feel that way?
I feel that way because...
Oh, and why? Did you say why?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay, why?
I say resilient because I'm always gonna try. It don't matter if I fail or whatever. It don't matter if I fuck up. If I do fuck up, I'm just gonna think about it like, okay, I did. Let's see where I can go from this point on. And for me, I feel like that left a big staple on my life because, like I said, I have a habit of having 1,000,001 ideas and just leaving them as ideas. So for me to be resilient, and it's like I always go to work on one of them, but it's just not as much time as I would like on each one. So stuff really don't get as much as attention to detail and stuff like that as I really want. And when that happens, the process slows down and stuff like that. But for me, resilience is definitely me.
Okay. Well, I guess I would say that I am creative.
As we say, you could say resilient.
It's not even that, because when I was thinking about when I wrote the questions, I actually thought about some of the stuff too. So I would say that I'm creative, and why I would say that is because, like, how I think about things, like how I definitely would say it because of how I think about things and like how I view things, and maybe it's like certain things that are part of my personality as well too. Like one of the biggest things that I really love is, I think I definitely would say I'm very like artsy, and that I like,
Yes,
and I like a lot of,
Yes, God.
I like a lot of different things. So like I like a lot of fashion and like unique things. Like I definitely think I like a lot of bold things, a lot of things that stand out. And so I would say I'm creative because of the simple things that I like to develop and I like to produce. That I haven't yet produced, and that's the biggest problem, that I formulate all of these different things that I want to do, even beyond all of that thing, like the artsy stuff, like even goals. Like I have all of these things that I want to do, and I just never do them. Like sometimes I just want to just take a risk and just like go to another city and just like see how things can flourish for me. Like, I don't know. I just be on some different type times sometimes.
deep thinking. Yeah.
Definitely like some different type stuff. Like I just want to, do different things. Like I actually was looking last night for like internships in like magazines, or like internships in like different modeling gigs, or like different things in fashion. Like those are the type of things like I like to do. Creative directing, producing the behind the scenes type of stuff, creating looks, like formulating different things like that. Like I like having different, like on myself or even on other people, I like to see them with like different pieces, different things that's unique, things that stand out and bold, because I think that's just the type of person that I am.
Okay, stylist.
Yeah. Pretty.
Fuck,
What
I
about
don't
you,
need
though?
no stylist.
CJ, you go ahead.
I'm dead.
All right.
Listening to y'all.
I'm gonna say inquisitive. So I always say that I don't know
Shit.
anything. I always say I don't know nothing. So like, even though I think I know a lot, I think that's like most people, like they think they know everything about everything. But I'll usually end most of my statements, even though like I feel like I might be right about something, I always say I don't know though. Like I'm always open for someone. If someone can logically explain to me why what I'm saying makes no sense, then I'm always open to hearing it. Now, if you just start saying that just doesn't make any sense because it just doesn't make any sense, then I'm going to be like, well, can you explain it? And if you can't explain it, then I don't think you know anything you're talking about. So that's just me. But like, I just think that I'm always open to learning new things. So even if things I have my mind made up on, it's not. I think nothing is certain in the world. So anybody that has like a certain, like I know this is this, and there's no way it could be other than that. I think they're closed-minded and not open to learning new things. So
Okay. Mia. Jamia,
All
what are you?
right, I would really describe myself as an ambitious person. I feel like I can go after anything. Like nothing can stop me. Like far as like we're doing hair, like I do hair. I always knew I could do hair, and I always knew I would be good. I always knew I would have a clientele. I would have like, cause that's just. And then people gravitate towards me, so I just already knew that was gonna be something good for me. Like my future, I know I'm gonna be successful. I know I'm gonna be big in the hair industry. Like everybody gonna know who I am.
I like
Yes,
energy.
God.
Big energy.
I just feel like I can go after anything. That's it. I don't know, y'all.
I mean, that was good.
No, that was cool.
Because I feel the same way.
No,
shit.
for real. Like that's definitely what's up.
Yeah, like another example. Like my hair. I ain't gonna lie. I was a little nervous to drop my hairline, but once I dropped it, it was just like sales. I sold out. So I was just like,
Yes,
this shit
God.
gonna go good for me.
Yes, good.
Once I had to, I feel like I gotta make that first move. Gotta stop being so scared. You cannot be scared. I had to tell my boyfriend, like, scared money don't make no money.
Not
It's
at
like,
all.
that, I'm scared to do this. Like, you can do that. You just gonna have to accept the certain failures that come
Yes.
along with your process and where you're going. Because everything is not going to be perfect. You're going to have some bumps and bruises, some rolls, some trials and tribulations. You're going to have to go through all of that. But it's just like, it's how you learn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Practice doesn't make perfect. It makes improvement. So you're going to keep getting better and better. You're going to learn.
Yeah.
as you
Exactly.
Keep going.
For
Yeah.
real. Life is
I
the
think
best
that's-
teacher.
Yes.
That's
like-
really one of the biggest
It really
things right
is.
now for me that I'm doing. So
And
when
you
I
got to be patient.
Mm.
I had to learn that myself. You got to be patient. You can't rush because it's just like you're going to get overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be stressing. You like, oh, then you just going to start that self-doubt going to
Yeah.
start coming. Then it's all them negative thoughts. So you just got to be patient. You cannot rush your process. You're not going to know everything that's going to fucking happen.
Nope.
So you cannot, oh, is this going to be like this? Going to be, no. You just got to learn as you go.
I think acceptance is like literally one of the biggest words for tonight, because I think like literally the biggest thing for me is even while things are going like haywire or like you're running into those like little things or the problems, for me right now, the biggest thing, even when those things come and the adversity comes towards me, I'm still putting my best foot forward. I'm still
cannot let them little small things.
because that really it really does make you stagnant in what you're trying to do and what you're trying to develop. You have to learn how to bounce back even when things are like going everywhere. And like, don't get me wrong, you're gonna definitely have days where you're like, oh my God, like I can't believe this is happening, like or like it's what comes with it. Like I believe like we're all entrepreneurs in here, either hair business, clothing lines, or, you know, podcasts, media, whatever we're trying to develop. Like, yes, I'm sorry. Video, film, photography.
Yes,
I'm
God.
so sorry.
Y'all,
Y'all, for real though, I really do love my, you know, my videographer, my photographer, my editor. I really do love you. So I don't be trying to forget you back there. I do. I care about you.
he be so quiet back there, act like he can't say something.
But
Thank you.
although those things are occurring, we still make it work. That's the biggest part about living in today's society. Trying to figure out how to
Everything's gotta
maneuver.
be perfect. It's somewhat social media. Like
It is.
It's not all of that because some people.
I think that's what makes
got
us
your
lose
own
patience,
mind.
though. I think that's one of the things that makes us lose patience, because we see this, the glitz and the glam, and people
They
really
be
out here
lying.
doing
People
all of
be
this,
lying.
and they do. But our perception of it and how we're viewing it, because we see it every day, we seeing people throw money and different things like that. We like, dang, I can't wait till I get to that point. But we shouldn't judge people off of the things that they put on there, because some of those things are false. People are getting some money and some people are not getting some money. But still, we have to like, yeah. I think for me, I'm going back to school in the fall, and
Yes, God.
I'm also trying to do a couple of other things. I'm trying to start a clothing line. Not try to handle too many tasks, do what you can. Things you can change, like I said before, change. Things you can't change, don't. But working and balancing my life. So definitely sometimes you have to take the time to ignore the outside noise and just focus in. Because for me, once school starts, I'm not going to have time to do all of the different things that I was doing. But I want to get a flow for my other businesses where I can still have my podcasts every, week or every 2 weeks recording, and I'm still going to school. I'm still going to work. I'm still doing my job. I'm still making things work for me.
Time management, balance.
Yes. But moving on, y'all.
Allow yourself to have your days, but just keep going. Don't stay there forever. In those little dark places.
So, moving on to the next topic. And this question is: would you say that you are a loyal person?
What does
What do you
loyal
that's
mean?
kinda
Yeah, you have to
broad.
expand upon that.
Because a lot of
In what context?
Okay,
Right,
so
like, that's kinda
okay,
broad.
so would you say that you are like a rider? Like, would you say as a female, I'm a rider?
In a relationship, you're
In
saying.
okay, yes, in a relationship. Would you say like I'm a rider? I'm loyal.
Are you loyal in a relationship?
Loyal to a person.
Well, I used to-
Yeah. So, are you loyal in a relationship?
In a relationship.
Not even just in a relationship, because that's why I didn't put relationship, because I don't want to just put it in relationships. I want to know, like, are you loyal?
So loyal, and
Like,
we cannot
would
say
you
relationships.
consider yourself
we
a
can't talk-
loyal person?
So we don't have to be dating relationships, just loyalty in relationships. Period.
Yes.
Just parent
Let's not think of
friend
people
relationships.
being like a couple. Let's not
Intimate
just.
and all that.
Yes.
No, it's
So
just
any type of
regular,
relationship.
Yeah.
platonic, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say yeah because whenever you need me, I'm there. It's just like what, like I'm like Michael Jackson in Jackson 5. I'll be there, no cap. Like, and that is the type of person I am, because it's just like I know how it feels. It's just like, I mean, that's just like the interview with Nipsey. Rest in peace, Nipsey. That's just like the interview with him, and he was like, I've been through every emotion. Like, really, I've been through every emotion. I know what it feels like to be down and out, or whatever the situation you feel like you are in, or whatever. I can relate. So it's just like, yo, bro, like, bro, sis, whatever. Like, if you just need somebody to talk to, or whatever. Like, you don't gotta want nothing from me. If it's in my power, you already know I'ma do it or whatever. But if you just need somebody to talk to, like, I'm there. Like,
Okay. And what about you, C?
Oh, me? I mean, I would say I'm loyal to an extent. I mean, it's all according to the type of relationship I have with the person. Like, I'm not loyal to everybody. That's insane. So,
Agreed.
no, hell yeah.
like, of course, I think family is like the number one thing, right? So, like, any family member, I'm completely like, I don't know. Also still to an extent, but I'm pretty like, I love unconditionally in that scenario. So I would consider that a sense of loyalty, if that makes any sense. But I mean, everyone else, I think is conditional. I mean, I think everyone kind of has conditional friendships, love, and everything else, other than usually family. Some people can do that with relationships. I personally can't really, but I say my loyalty is conditional usually.
Okay. So, which would you rather have? Love or trust?
That's a good one.
I feel trust. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel more
feel
so
like
like
trust.
trust.
Is trust the same thing as loyalty in this scenario?
Yeah. Well, no, it could be different.
Elaborate, please.
I don't know. I feel like if I can't trust you, then it's just like,
Some people are loyal to people by default.
I mean, if we're talking, I couldn't say neither love or trust over one another. Like,
I would rather have trust over love.
So if you're talking about loyalty, yes, I would say I would. I mean,
But it doesn't. This question doesn't necessarily have to relate to
Anything.
the loyalty.
right. But I'm just saying, like, if I would, I don't know. Trust to me is I have faith in you being loyal to me. So like, if I trust you, I have trust that you're going to be loyal to me. So I would say trust. I think people can love somebody and still do fucked up shit to them. So I think love is not. I think people always project their own version of love onto other people, but I think people who love people do pretty fucked up shit. Like, I can love you and still divorce you.
And but people are, but look though, some people are still loyal to the people that are the most dear to them. Do you understand what I'm saying? But that's why for me, I just feel like I would rather have trust over love, because just like how you said, you can love someone and someone can still do you dirty.
Right. So I mean, I don't really. I would take, I guess, trust over love. I think love is different for each person. So it's like you never know what you're getting with love.
Yeah, I feel like it's all about your variation of love. Like, I feel like whatever your definition of love is, then you can decide if you want to do that. But trust is like, I feel like what trust is like only but one definition really for it. So it's like.
Well, yeah. I mean, I also think someone, you can trust somebody, they still could be doing you dirty. You trust me not to, but that doesn't mean I am.
It's always.
Hey, yo, it was always him.
I mean, because like if you really
he always got the rebuttal.
But not like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, the only real answer I really would choose is loyalty. I feel like if you're loyal to me, then.
But not trust.
I mean, trust and love is almost the same thing. I feel like trust, like, you can trust somebody, but that doesn't mean that they're doing the right thing. Like, I can trust that the government is, a good entity. The government is good. I mean, I don't know.
But
I would never trust that. But
I mean, you can, but I'm saying you can apply that to anything. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people trust the police. That doesn't mean the police are good. Like, I don't know. Like, you can, trusting something doesn't mean that it's going to be good for you.
well, that is true.
Agreed.
But loving someone doesn't mean it's going to be good for you either.
Right. So I'm saying
And
they're both the same.
Okay,
thing.
so
It's more so
you
loving
basically
somebody.
just said the same thing.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
Yeah,
in my
it's
mind.
basically
Basically the
yeah.
same
All right, yeah.
I don't really think it's a big difference between love and trust.
Okay. Maybe
All right.
you're right.
All right.
I can see where he's coming from.
Dang, that's why we need people like CJ.
But look though, right? He had said, Rel had said, you know, there's different things in love. Like, there's different types of ways that people love someone. So, like, I think that's definitely like a big thing when it comes to relationships. And now I'm definitely talking about like couple relationships. And I say that because sometimes people really don't know. I guess I'll be like, do the love language. Sometimes people don't know other people's love language. And so that creates like a lot of big issues when it comes to like people being together.
I mean, that's when you gotta get to know each other. You gotta get to know the love languages.
Yeah, but like sometimes people are different.
What do you mean?
Like sometimes people are different.
I ain't trying to hear that. Oh, I ain't used to that, because if I'm with you, I ain't used to something. I'ma still try because it's like you like it or anything. So it's like, what you saying?
I mean, it's not really that hard to know a person's love language. For example,
right.
if I
pay attention.
right,
Right.
that's
Then
all
you
it
gotta
is.
pay attention.
If I come in the crib from work and the first thing that I'm looking forward to is a hug, or I come down, I put my stuff down after I shower, I lay it on you. That's like small signs right there.
Mm-hmm.
If throughout the week, you know, my lady, she at work and I'm just sending small like flowers, little letter, little edible arrangements, lunch, like those are showing things. And if it's based on how
But just because you're doing something, that
look,
doesn't mean that's
hear me
her
out. That's
love
my next
language.
part. Based on her reaction when she get those things, when she come in, that can tell me a lot of things. Even for example, the simple things. Because for example, I know what my love language is. Mine is physical touch. But just because that's my love language, my partner might not reciprocate that. So me coming in, showering, then laying on them, it's probably kind of like I need my space. It might be your love language, but it might not be theirs. But they'll at least pick that up for me. That might be, something they'll notice, but, that's a conversation. For example, like y'all stated with the gifts, you can spoil the person. They might not even wanted that. It might just want the conversation during that break. So again, I just feel like if you do enough, because it's only about 5 of them, if you do enough, you can kind of pick up on what is working for you and what is not. So I feel like that's an excuse to kind of say you don't know the right love language.
Yeah.
Especially if that's like you're pursuing them or y'all are in a relationship, or if we talk about marriage and you don't know about it, then we got bigger problems.
Exactly.
Oh no,
We shouldn't even be. We
I was
shouldn't
just
be married.
saying you shouldn't even be married, brother.
I mean,
What?
I don't know. Like, I don't think like a love language is like the make or break of a relationship. To me, I mean, like there are so many other things that people get into relationships for other than like. I mean, they matter, I guess, but like.
So what are you saying? Because I really want to understand.
No.
I mean, I'm just saying like. No one's like, oh my God touches me physically, but he touches. I don't know. Like, I don't think people like love language. I mean, I guess I'm not saying much of anything else.
No.
Because as I think about it, yeah, I guess like it all fits into an interwoven. Like, it's a part of the relationship. So.
I get what he's
Yeah,
getting at, but I feel like when you talk about love languages, the reason they're even mentioned is it's just to give you an overall idea of things to look forward to. Mm-hmm. So it's not saying like, and I definitely agree with you saying, it's not that, if I, come in and land, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm not feeling it. You kind of got, it's pretty much giving you like a little guide to kind of learning a little bit more in depth about your partner. That's all it is. And I say that because, for example, like you mentioned, it's so many other things. I think one of the biggest problems in a relationship is lack of communication. I recently posted a quote saying like that communication is a lost art. And I say that because you can listen to somebody talk all day, but it's really, are you actually analyzing it to...
Are you comprehending?
Right. Are you analyzing it to respond, or are you analyzing it more so to build up your argument? Mm-hmm. So it's the difference between communication and effective communication.
Yes. I feel like that's really one of the biggest problems that relationships face. And for this, beyond communication, beyond just regular relationships, I think one of the biggest things people face is they don't know how to communicate effectively. Like,
some people don't know how to communicate without arguing.
Yeah, and that's what I was just about. I literally
some
was about
people
to say.
listen to respond. They don't actually.
And they want to say something. Yes, they don't want to say.
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying.
And it's just like, why? Like
sometimes I just want you to be quiet and listen. Like listen, understand. Don't try to argue. Try to
say something after I said something to say something. Like, I hate that. Like,
we're not gonna get nowhere if we just keep going back and forth every time somebody says something.
I don't personally deal with those types of situations well. Like, when I feel like someone is really like rah doing too much, I will walk away because that's just too much.
Too much of my energy.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not like I tell my friends all the time, like, we're not about to argue. I'm not arguing with my friends. Like, I'm just not arguing. I just don't feel like it. I don't want to. What are we arguing for? Let's just talk about it.
Who wants to argue?
Right.
Nobody wants to argue.
That's just draining. Like, I'm not arguing.
Okay. So while we're on communication, do you feel like as when we're in a relationship with someone that we really address the major issues or things that are going on within that relationship? Do you feel like feelings and different things are harvested until you reach that point, or until like there's an explosive?
No, because sometimes I just feel like if something is wrong, I'm going to say something. Like, I can't build up stuff and then explode at the. I don't not really do that because we just gonna have to break up.
I feel like it depends on what stage you're in your relationship. Like, if you're still in the honeymoon phase,
you do ignore it.
You ignore it because
You're like,
it's kind of
okay.
like it's not.
I don't ignore red flags now.
But I don't either. I feel like I communicate better now than before in past. But I think it's from experience because I've learned what I will deal with and what I'm not going to deal with.
Yeah.
But is that like early on in the relationship, or is that more
I
so
think
as
I
you
give
get
time. Like I give people time to.
Hang themselves.
No, not even hang yourself because I don't want you to hang yourself.
Right.
Like, but I give you time to like. But now I'm more so of like, okay, this is what it is. I'm very more vocal now, and like once we reach the point, like, all right, we really fucking with each other. Like now it's like, all right, I'll say like, all right.
It's a difference between fucking with each other and actually being with somebody.
That's true. And one of the biggest things that someone said for real is don't play girlfriend. Like, don't play girlfriend because then you'll always be playing a girlfriend.
Yeah, I just feel like if you don't ask me to be your girlfriend,
I'm not your girlfriend.
I'm not your girlfriend. Like, we don't go together.
But see,
but maybe we gotta come to a little understanding.
Yeah.
With your person, like, well, I guess y'all cut all ties with other people. Y'all working towards the relationship, blase, blase. But
fact. But back to your question. You still have a question? Okay.
I'm pretty sure that whatever your next question is the right time to that.
It's actually different a little bit. So, and this is way different though. So, if someone cheated on you, are you able to forgive them?
I done got cheated on plenty of fucking times. Shit. No. I went back. So it's like, it's not necessarily me forgiving them. I ain't forget. So basically, I forgave you.
But hold on, though. Okay, go ahead, because I'm going to wait to see what I got.
No, I'm saying, like, ain't that basically me forgiving them going back?
No, it's not.
No,
because,
it's not? Okay. So,
because
no, I ain't never forgive them.
If you bring it back up.
Yep, I'm
That's what it is. That's the key thing right there. If you bring it back up, then that means
it's not forgiven.
It's not forgiven.
Okay.
And that means we're not past it. If you can't say that you're past it, or you can't say that, okay, cool, and you can agree to get past it and be like, and then a month down the line, some shit happened and be like,
oh, you was fucking with that.
Well, you was.
I would have did this if you didn't do that.
I would have did this if you would have messed with that like 3 months ago. And then you like, I thought you said we got past it. What the fuck?
We was never past.
The whole time you like, all right, cool.
Waiting to use that.
Right, whole time you like, all right, cool. We really passed it or whatever. Like, all right, then like, whole time he can really be all like the whole straight and narrow. You like.
Whole time.
And you straight like, oh nah.
Cause you did that.
Cause you did that last year. Dang. Damn, bitch. Last year.
Yes, bitch. Last year.
No. So no. I never forgave nobody cheating on me.
What about you?
All right, so for me, I got a kind of like a different approach. I feel like it depends on the severity of it. And the reason I say that, because I feel like sometimes, like, when you get in relationships, you get too comfortable. So when you get too comfortable, like, it be the small things that your lady kind of like mention, or you'll just stop doing. So now the lack of interest is not there no more, because it's kind of like, I already got you. What I need to like spoil you for, show you
I hate that.
So again, it creates the narrative that you don't really care no more because I already got you. So when somebody else is kind of like, putting that pressure on them,
It's still fresh.
Yeah, you're not putting pressure on your shorty no more. It becomes a thing of like, it become a pull and tug for them. It's kind of like,
for real.
I want you, I want to be with you. It's kind of like, is the feeling still there? Now, I'm not saying it's right, but you got to kind of look at, I think it becomes, because when cheating occurs, it's the lack of what that other person is doing.
Yeah.
And again, that kind of go back to earlier, just based on communication. Like, they could communicate to you these things like, hey, why don't we go out no more?
crazy.
Things like
But
that.
not even just.
necessarily, you know what? Because
Oh, I like that.
I understand exactly what you're saying. Some people cheat because of the lack of something, but no, some people cheat because that's what the fuck.
That's who they are.
Like, I can agree. Like, my last relationship, I felt like I was doing everything right. He was just a fucking sir who cheated. He was just a cheater. I don't know. No. Like,
But sometimes people aren't ready for commitment.
But
That's
just,
true.
I understand that because sometimes I be feeling like,
But sometimes
just
people
say
want
that.
you. But at the time,
They
that person
want you.
wants you.
I understand that.
Like,
It's
they
just
want
like,
you.
If
Like,
you
they-
tell me this. Like, I may have an understanding. We can have an understanding. It's the simple fact that yes, that's what
I think women are more. I think women are more that though. Guys aren't more that.
I don't know why women say just tell me, like, you're not gonna be with that.
No, but look,
And that's
it's not
and that be
even
the
that.
thing.
Yo,
And that be
that's
the
not
thing.
true.
And that be the thing, bro. That be the
That's
and that be the
not
thing
true.
right
So,
there.
I'll
Just
ask
say
you
that
the- I'll
if
ask you
you
the
want
question
if
right
you
now.
want something or if you want something from me or whatever the case may be, just say that. And the nigga just say that or whatever. And that's you can know.
Niggas don't
And that's
be
you can know.
saying shit
And that's you
though.
know when they say it or whatever. He
So
sent the
no.
next text message. Next you know he blocked.
No, we can resolve this right now.
No.
Would you let a nigga? Would you be in a relationship where a guy can openly cheat on you?
No,
Okay, so it solves it. No one's gonna tell you.
no, but but this is the thing though. That's not it though.
saying that. I'm not saying we be in a relationship and you cheat on me.
Yeah, 'cause I'm not
just-
gonna be with you,
Yeah,
period.
because I'm not gonna be with you. That's probably the
I
But
mean,
I'm
that's
saying
that's
if we're
probably the thing why he
talking
not
or if
saying
we're
it.
dating,
I mean, CJ, you talking about rich people stuff like that?
Well, no. I mean,
That's the only stuff rich people can do. Only a rich person can cheat on their spouse and like they still be together or
So,
whatever the case may be.
I mean, to be very
You know
honest,
what? That's not true.
No, it is
because
true.
broke. No, that
swear.
not true. Because I see this shit all the time.
but they don't get away with it. They get a
they don't
headache.
get away with it.
They get a
Like,
headache.
come on now.
No,
they still
some
bring
men
it
get
up.
away with that
They
shit.
still bring the females, the women.
suck
They
your
still
dick
gonna
later.
bring it up.
Don't listen to this girl.
They still gonna bring it up. They still gonna mention it
no, he
or
can
whatever.
still get away
He
with
can be
it.
like, oh no, I don't mess with shit like
the
that.
only thing
Oh,
he
you
gonna
mess with
say
that
is-
shorty.
The only thing he gonna say is, oh, well, she's still gonna take me back.
Or-
No, he's still
What's the
gonna-
famous female line? Oh yeah, there your little girlfriend right there.
there she go.
Oh, what's the other? Oh, those are the type girls you like right there. Her right there. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah. See?
Niggas
Like-
do be having a type.
No, but
I hate the type.
On a serious note, like back to like the rich. I guess the rich thing, like
Lord.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not rich. I'm not rich. I'm not rich, so I can't.
No, for real. He going through rich people problems.
I can't do this shit. I'm gonna be honest. I think regular guys like you're gonna have to just be loyal. Like you're gonna have to try your best at least to be loyal to one girl.
At least. Yeah.
I mean, 99% of guys are never
But
gonna
if
be
you
rich.
can't try,
I think
let it go.
guys aren't going to be loyal.
I mean, but the truth is, like,
I think
cheating
it's just
for a
in the
guy-
nature.
All right, let's go back to the question. Like you're saying, like, could I forgive somebody for cheating on me? I think cheating for a guy and cheating for a girl is completely different.
I didn't want to get there yet. Let's hold off, please.
I can't because
that's one of the things
I
I
hate when
like
they
to
be
say
like
hold.
some women be having emotions when they be cheating.
But guys can like cheat on a girl and she could die the next day and they wouldn't give a fuck.
insane with some
And that's
bitches.
facts. Oh, that's actually true. That's
you're-
actually true. But
So wait.
But the problem is the guy will
I
have
be
like
like,
5
damn,
girls he's
he-
talking to, and
Right.
all of them will post him.
Yes,
But I'm gonna tell you why
I
it's
would not
like,
be that bitch though.
I'm gonna tell you why it's a big difference between guys and girls. Like, you're not gonna go outside and go try to fuck every guy you meet.
Hold up, but look, hold on, stop right there. See, so what I was going to say was, with women, do you feel like when women cheat, they cheat?
They're not cheating for sex.
They're cheating, and when men cheat, it's more for like, oh, she got a fat ass, or she looks good,
But niggas just.
or I want to fuck.
But guys can have 360 babies a
Yo,
year. Like,
stop talking about that, yo.
Like niggas are meant to procreate. Niggas are meant to fuck as much as possible.
That's a fucked up ideal. Like
It's biology.
That's really I'm not saying that, but like a man, it's not even that. But my thing is this: a man, like, all right. So I had someone say, right, and now I guess I'll get on this topic because it kind of relates. When they were talking about like bodies, like as a woman, you should only have this amount of bodies in a year or this and all this stuff. But as a man, I can fuck anything. I can fuck anybody I want. What are you talking about? Bodies? Nick, some of these
It's not the same.
Okay. I agree.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time,
Why ain't it?
what you mean?
I mean,
I'm not fucking a nigga who's slutted. I mean, who is ran through. Just like how
Yes, you will.
You would not even know if he ran through.
These niggas
you will
don't know
fuck
these
a nigga.
bitches.
You will fuck like you will
like,
fuck a
you
nigga of a
don't
highest
know
of a status
All right,
high enough.
all right. If I know
He
the
could be ran
nigga
the
has
fuck
fucked,
through.
all right. Let me just say this. Let me just make it clear, or let me clarify. If I know a nigga has fucked hella bitches or multiple bitches, and he's known for fucking hella bitches,
That's all he got going. Then no, I don't think anybody like will really want to.
I mean, if that's what, if
what?
that's,
You
if
never
I
know.
mean, you saying stuff like that, I mean, then yeah. But like, I feel like when me, I mean, I'm not really one for, I would say, double standards. Because
the world is full of double standards.
It is.
I mean,
yeah,
you just have to
because
accept
dudes that like that right there, dudes would be like, oh, well, I can have as many bodies as I want, or whatever the case may be. But then they turn around and be like, oh no, my shorty can only have 3 bodies her whole life.
I mean, all right, so hear me out, right? When it comes to the topic of bodies. I feel
we have
like
to discuss this.
as long as
You're clean.
you're right, as long as you getting tested and
Test
you're
it
clean,
regularly.
that's understandable. Because you gotta really think, and let's be real. As a man, I wouldn't want to be with a woman that's too inexperienced.
A lot of men say that, but then they be like, "Nah."
I mean, because that's like
I want my shorty.
I don't want a fucking virgin.
I want my shorty to slut.
I mean, I want you to, I want you to at least, know what you're doing.
Slut me
If
out.
I know what I'm doing, you get what I'm saying? I want you to know what you're doing. So
Slut me
I'm
out.
not saying, like, you get what I'm saying?
Like,
Yes,
a nigga
God.
Dead ass tweeted, if a bitch don't got more than 10 bodies.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know something.
I'm dead. Nigga said if she don't got less than 23, then she ain't for me.
Like, niggas is just,
Hey,
it be
yo.
so confusing sometimes. Just like, what?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't really have any particular opinion on this one because, like, I personally don't care, but I understand the reasoning.
Because you clean.
Yeah,
It's like you can understand
I understand
the reason why like you would think that, like, as long as you like. As long as
it's
you
like this, it's
take care of yourself or
learn
whatever.
Something like, and then it's that I'm an only girl. Like, I grew up with all brothers.
Oh yeah.
So it's
Oh yeah.
it's just
I already
like
know how that
certain
go.
things. Just how some women look at some things. Like, I understand where they come from, but it's like I also understand where men come from. So it's just like,
So do you feel like men hold
clean
more?
yourself. Like,
Right. Like, yeah, no.
please
for real.
clean yourself. Just clean yourself. But as a woman, you do, because our women parts are sensitive.
Yeah,
you
that's
can't
not,
be
like,
doing too
It's,
damn much.
yeah. Like,
That's
You
facts.
can't do too much.
yeah.
But
But
I
also
personally,
try to watch what you know, because a nigga can also mess you up too.
That's true.
So just be careful. Shit, dude. Listen,
But do you-
what the fuck you please? This is your life, your body. Do what the fuck you want.
My body,
At the end of the
sure.
day, a
Just
nigga-
make sure.
at the end of the day,
you.
you're gonna get somebody's gonna get married. Somebody's gonna cuff that. A nigga will say you're not white. Somebody's
Not
gonna cuff
true.
that.
I believe it's somebody. It's somebody for everybody.
Right,
somebody to
believe
fuck
that.
everybody. Yeah.
It's somebody for everybody.
Somebody for everybody.
Not to get married. Half the people in the world don't get married. Half the people that get married get divorced. That's not true.
This
All right,
man.
here we go.
They get married.
Here we go with divorce rates. He always the one, man.
The pandemic, it probably was the divorce rate is probably high, you know.
So do you all feel like men hold more of a double standard on women than women hold on men?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
it's the same. It's the same. Everyone has double standards. It's not
Yeah.
tell me the double standards. Tell me the double standards.
Yeah.
It's literally the only double standard that men have against women is sex. That's the only one. Tell me the double standards you think men.
Well, yeah. Well, he got both.
I mean, women have.
I guess I will
You
say
got a
sex
point.
because even with like things like physical appearance and how they look,
I mean, maybe money.
money. Yeah, I was thinking
But
finances too.
that's not a men
You know
double
what?
standard on
Some-
women.
yeah,
That's a women
that's
double
not-
standard.
That's not
That's-
true.
Women, yes, it is.
I mean,
It's
most of the
certain
time-
people
most of
that
the-
I can honestly.
Okay,
I'm not saying that women
Most of
do,
the
but
time-
men, but it is more of a
Yeah,
woman. I
most
think
of the-
finances
most
is
of the
definitely
time-
more of a.
We're talking about standards. We're not talking about.
woman.
It's more of a
Because
woman.
they also oh no, my man gotta have this.
Yeah.
He gotta have this.
So we're talking
Bop,
about
bop,
standards.
bop.
Yeah, we're talking about standards. You can't say that some guys want their women to have money. That's not the
Some
standard.
niggas really don't
But that's
give
not
a
the
fuck.
standard. That's not the standard. That's
As
just
long
some
as he
guys.
probably feel a little loved.
As long as he feel, as long as he feel, as long as he feel loved, as long as a man feel loved
Yes.
and he feels
A man
cared
can
for,
feel loved and cared for.
he's
and
going
still
to
cheat.
do whatever.
He can still cheat. That doesn't mean shit.
And that is true. But while he's doing that, he's still gonna do like
But if you really think about it, like-
the cheat, sometimes I really don't even question the cheating shit like that no more because it's just like you never gonna understand why somebody did that shit.
But
People
like,
just cheat. They
if
just
you-
because you still got your own
Right?
definition of
It's
it.
just like people cheat. Like I don't know, they can't help it. You can't stop them from doing what.
But
they can.
it's natural male biology. Like you
They
don't understand that
cheat.
men have to fight against their natural biology.
But that's what I said earlier. I said it's just the nature, like men's nature. Like that's just what it is.
And sometimes I don't know. You gotta accept some shit in life. Now I think niggas was gonna cheat. Now,
So
I hope they don't cheat on me. Well, they did.
well, now that
Oh, wow.
hold on. Now that she said it
Oh, they
though.
did.
No, but now that she said
I
it
just say I hope
though.
my boyfriend I have now don't cheat on me, but no.
I mean, you can
I think
you can require that from
Yeah,
it's based off the men that you date.
don't.
It's really based off the men you date. You can require men that you
Agreed.
date to not cheat on you.
Agreed.
I mean, but women want to date the highest value man they can get, and then try to put these
Let's
limitations
stop
on them.
talking about money. I don't even want to talk about money. But
Well, yeah, but that's the problem. Like when you require to get the best of the best, you're going to have to take. It's just shit that comes with that. Like it's just shit that's going to come with that.
But is that because of someone else's?
No, it's just they understand their value. Like when they understand that their value,
Then you
they're
don't
hard
need to be in
replace.
something at all. You don't need to be dealing like if you understand your value and you feel like you're valuable enough to do whatever.
But
you want to do,
people will
do
accept that. People accept like
That's true.
There are
Okay.
girls who are going to accept that. Now you might not, then move on. But certain
That's
girls
true.
will. Because certain girls will see that their value and be like, I'm easy.
But why
to-
does the value always have to? I mean,
that works?
I don't know.
That works in every relationship, no matter who. Like, if a guy got Kim Kardashian or Kylie Jenner, they're less likely to do fuck shit versus if they get the average girl from around the street. That's just human nature. Like,
I guess.
you're not gonna fuck over shit that's hard to replace.
So then I guess it's just
Oh,
saying
you know
to
what?
fuck.
That's kind of not true because they be getting cheated on. Like,
They do, but they get
After-
they get cheated on by other niggas that's hard to replace. Like they just they get cheated on by Travis Scott. Like he can cheat on anybody he want. I don't know.
I'm dead.
Average Joe Smo ain't going to cheat on Kim Kardashian. You telling me the niggas in here get Kim Kardashian, they gonna go cheat and she paying all the bills, putting $1 million in the bank account and shit.
I don't know. They probably won't. You know what?
They probably will.
I don't see this thing. I
So-
don't be fucking on because it's like some people.
I mean, they might. I can't say they
So a
won't,
man
but
that's-
they're less likely to. That's what I'm saying.
A man
Yeah,
that's paying all your bills,
Cause
right?
he ain't gonna find another rich bitch again. It's gonna be hard to get the next rich bitch.
Exactly, which is why he probably don't want to fuck.
Yeah,
But it's the same thing
that's
with
why
niggas.
he don't want to fuck that up.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be hard to find another rich.
So
bitch.
a man that's paying all your bills, you waking up at 3 a.m. to make him a sandwich.
Ray, you gonna make him a
All
sandwich.
right, boom. What you want on your sandwich?
I'm dead.
Paying all the bills, you might as well get your ass.
I'm definitely getting my ass up. Yeah, shit.
Yeah, you ain't doing.
I'm not doing shit. I make a whole meal, babe. What you want?
What you want? Steak, lobster.
Okay,
I'm gonna be a
I'm
little
dead.
tired. I'm gonna be tired. I might drag, but
you gonna get the meal.
You gonna get it though.
Now I ain't
Alright.
gonna sit there and say I'm gonna do it every time because look, nigga,
Yeah,
I'm tired.
Yeah, like,
But
like, every so often.
all right, babe.
I'm dead.
But while we was on the subject, what I was going to say was like, what's one of y'all instances where? No, let me not get into that. I was going to get on the instances of someone cheated because you was ready to tell your life story right here, but
What?
about the little cheating, you was like, no, you don't remember? Okay.
She said, no, you don't remember? No?
That little cheat. Oh, you about my cheating story? Yes, y'all. Like I used to be. He used to come home and none of that shit.
What's the worst? All right, what's the worst
Shit,
relationship
so embarrassing.
that you've been in? Let me just say that.
My
let's
one.
not just say it. Let's not do who cheated on you. Like
I ain't never
people cheat.
been a really bad relationship, so skip it.
Shit, mine was that. I don't know. I feel like the cheating made it bad. Like
It spiced it up. You like the drama.
yeah, it's spite. So mad. The not coming home. It was oh my god. When the last day, like we had broke up. I had got the rest of my shit out his house. He was with a bitch in DC.
Child.
Now that I look back at it, that shit is so fucking
Why you like the drama?
funny.
Yo,
like,
girls like love drama. Like if you give a girl a boring ass life, she's gonna.
She gonna leave you, but damn, but not that much.
He was wilding.
But look, though.
He was dragging like that. Like
Yeah, I don't know about that bad, but I'm just saying, like, girls don't want no fucking boring ass nigga. Like, you come home, you go to church, you go to.
I just don't. I don't want you to cheat. Just don't cheat.
Nah,
I don't want-
But look,
spice it
though.
up. Cheat once every 3
no,
years.
don't cheat.
Every 3 years.
Don't cheat because then I'm gonna cheat.
Spice it
So
up.
just like
Spice it
You
up.
said don't cheat because you gonna cheat.
Leave her if she cheats.
Don't you? Dang.
Double
Okay,
standard.
All right,
future.
so look,
Okay,
look,
Double
Future?
standard.
so look.
what?
If your girl cheated on y'all, would y'all take her back?
Fuck no.
exactly.
But if you cheated on your girl, do you expect
I'm
her?
not even.
But
You know
listen,
what?
do
They
you
wouldn't. They
No,
shouldn't.
do you-
First of all,
Hold on.
that's why we should always. You know,
I'm not even liable
take
to
a little
answer
bit of-
that.
Do you expect
I'm not even
to take
liable
her
to
back?
answer that question because that didn't happen to me. And I
I
done
can
took
say
her
the
back.
point we should take from men. We should take that. Don't take their ass back when they cheat. Well, I don't do that
Well,
shit.
don't
no
take
more.
them back.
I can't even
Move on, guys.
I can't
Yeah,
even
move
talk.
on.
I can't. That shit that happened to me. I took her ass.
And that's why no one's in a
Oh, you
relationship.
took a bitch back after she cheated?
Yeah.
All right.
And that's why nobody's in a relationship right now.
I
Until a nigga
For
cheats.
how long?
Tell nigga G.
am. And you know what's crazy? I don't think that about my boyfriend.
You know what's crazy? I was watching a podcast, right? They said all women know their nigga cheats, but
They do.
they
I just don't know when
they
do it.
subconsciously just don't want to believe it.
Yeah.
No,
I
I was
agree.
saying this, right? So I was listening to the podcast. He
I
was like,
agree.
if you really think your guy's not cheating, go into the room tonight and be like, I need to see your phone. No matter what excuse he says, be like, I need to see
I
it.
do that.
But
and
I
he
feel
gives
like
me
that's
his
because
phone.
what their nature is. It's like, all right, just like how you said, James, right? Niggas get comfortable, they get bored, and it's like they like the thrill of something new. Like they love, like after a while, you're like they feel like they know you. You understand what I'm saying? They feel like they're comfortable. So it's like, yeah, we've been together, cool, she cool, but like now I'm bored.
That's how I
I
feel
feel
when I'm
like-
dealing, like when I'm, what they say, dating people. Like if I had my fun with them, I'm done. Like I don't want to pursue anything further with you. Oh, I'm not in a relationship. You know, that's when niggas.
But I feel like
Y'all get in a
when you
relationship
get
and start
into,
doing
a
shit like that, cheating.
relationship and shit get boring. Like that's when you just
Spice-
find different ways
yeah,
to
spice
spice
it
it up.
up.
Like you can't do the same. That's like even with sex. The sex eventually might get
Yes,
boring.
it
You
might get
gotta
boring.
spice
Listen,
it
go
up.
fuck
Like,
outside. Fuck on the top of the building.
Right, I just feel like
the car, shit
once
like
you-
that.
On the porch.
Yeah, something in the middle of the
become a thing,
street.
like-
On the
Gotta do
rooftop deck.
something.
I like the rooftop deck.
Something.
Do something.
Shit.
I just, and again, you gotta think. You gonna have, if that's your mindset, you gonna have that mindset continuously. And it's gonna become a cycle of like every 4 years. Damn, well, the shit was cool. It's like a free trial. Like, well, this was fun.
Well,
you gotta
You
find
gotta
different
find-
ways
you
to
just
kinda-
That was
gotta find
short-lived.
something.
Right, like balance it out for real. Cause like, if that's somebody that you really want to be with, eventually the shit gonna get boring.
Yeah.
Sometimes y'all don't even want to talk to each other. So it's got that's a big, again, that's where the communication aspect come in. Is kind of finding different ways. And being, I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like once you get deeper in your relationship, be brutally honest. Like on some real shit. Like kind of ask those questions. Like, listen, you get what I'm saying? sex was a little off. Like, for real.
Like, baby.
I may say shit like, I don't
hey,
like
baby.
that you did that. Like, I don't
Yeah,
Baby,
like, hey,
baby.
listen.
Baby.
Sloppy
That thing-
time.
Real shit.
That was a little dry.
That, baby, that thing ain't been thanging like it usually be thanging.
Right.
You feel
All
me?
the parents for
I need
real,
that
like-
thing to be thanging. Ain't thanging like it usually be thanging. What's going on? Like, yeah.
You talk to me, you stressed.
No, for real. Like, what's really going on? Like, you okay? Like, I need to book a self-care day or something? Cause
You might not be
yeah.
dressing up no more. What's going on? You need some money.
But what happened to that lace underwear? You don't wear that no more.
I don't wear any panties.
I see.
Big ass t-shirt.
What happened to the thong action? What happened to the thong action? All I'm seeing is motherfucking Daisy Dukes. What's going on?
That might do something because she noticed that you noticed something was wrong.
That fuck around motivate her to be like,
Yeah, like,
let me
man,
get right for my nigga. Let me do it. Girl, he told me like, this nigga told me today.
I wear too many granny panties.
Let me go get some little lace joints for him. Like,
I mean, think about
let me
it.
spice it up for him. He told me he was paying attention. This
Girl, he fucking with
the
another
fourth day. This the fourth day.
Right.
This the fourth day I done wore granny panties, and girl, he noticed. He said something this morning.
She probably cheating.
You said what?
She probably cheating.
Dang.
Nah, you don't know what she cheating.
No, I
She
feel
start getting real angry.
no.
If
When, no, no,
everything
no,
got
no.
The blend
No.
She cheating.
No.
If
What's
everything
crazy
you do
is
to irritate
like
her,
how women say like they don't be knowing like or like sometimes like they really don't know because like you know, how sometimes like niggas be like master of double lives or whatever like how
they do.
Women do too.
Yes.
I honestly feel like
Do you think women cheat better than men?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes. Wholeheartedly,
Yes.
100%.
I'll tell you why.
She could be married for 20 and cheated
But
for
listen,
10.
you gotta-
She had an
And
affair
cheated
for
for the
10.
whole 20.
And he don't
And then
know.
on the 21st,
Yes.
she confessed. Like,
But
bro,
you know
what?
Men are good at keeping, some men are
But
good
that's
at
only
keeping
for a
shit
certain amount of
low-key.
time,
Yes.
though.
Agreed. They good at keeping, see, bitches, they get their feelings, they get mad, yeah, I'm gonna tell your fucking wife, I'm pregnant, and all of that. They gonna wild out.
Yeah,
See,
women
but the
definitely.
problem,
Yeah, women are vindictive.
Yeah, but the problem, like,
I
as
wouldn't do no
fuck.
shit like
But all right, so you feel like when women cheat,
I'm not for that.
do you feel like when women cheat, they are more like they're vengeful with it? Like,
I feel
it's
like,
not a-
I feel like
Yeah,
it's a difference
Women,
between.
I feel like women cheat with a
They
vengeance.
getting their lip back, they lick back.
Yeah, that's what it really is. Like, I
It's
feel like
a difference between.
because you really playing with me. Like,
I ain't cheating back. I'm not ready to use my pussy to get back at no. I'm not doing that.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
by
a
just simply leaving you alone.
it's a big difference because like I feel like if you're a guy cheating, like you're like like not just trying to have sex with a girl, but you're trying to like have a whole relationship, that gets like time consuming. Like you have to, it's money,
Make
it's a lot of other shit
time,
involved. Like as a woman cheating on a guy, like you're more so just
It's
like,
nothing. All you gotta do is text that guy. I'm coming over. He gonna say okay.
Drop the
yeah,
address.
the guy's
Yes.
happy. He's
Niggas
like
easy
shit. You
And
got
he's- and
you
he's
got a
gonna-
nigga paying
and
all
he's-
your bills.
And he's gonna pay you. And he's gonna pay your way over there. He's gonna
Yes.
pay for you to get high. He's gonna pay for you to eat. He's gonna pay for you on your way home.
It's easy.
That nigga,
for a
that
it's
yo, the
easy
side
to get a
nigga card is
paying.
easier than being the main nigga. Look, if I'm the side nigga, your main nigga's probably paying all your bills and shit. I'm just buying you food. Fuck, I don't-
All I'm doing is getting you lifts, food, and grass.
And dick.
If you
That's
smoke,
about it.
and I'm dropping dick, like
yeah, being in a relationship, on a side relationship as a guy is probably a lot harder than being in a side relationship.
Agree, because that's this time invested in bitches' emotions. You gotta think.
women ain't doing all that. Yeah, the fuck. All right, go ask your girlfriend. The fuck is you talking
Ask
about,
your
nigga?
bitch.
Fuck is you talking about?
Fuck,
Like
definitely go extra bitch.
Women be like, but whole time let the roles be reversed. They in the same situation. Oh yeah, I need blase.
Go ask your nigga for that.
Hold on.
But you is my other nigga.
What?
But you my favorite one. You one of them.
Niggas like, I'm sorry to hear that.
Right. No cap. No. I beg your pardon.
I'm sorry to hear that I'm your favorite nigga, but you ain't getting this bread off
Well,
me.
you need.
I love you.
You don't got no side nigga? You don't got no side nigga? He ain't standing by your side?
I don't do that.
You don't got no sneaky link? You can't link his bank account to yours?
Like, no.
Side nigga. I don't need a side nigga.
So,
You go, girl.
What? I mean,
I don't.
are you talking about right now with what you're currently dealing with? You don't feel like you need a side nigga? I don't even understand what the clapping is for.
You go, girl.
I mean, I kind of feel that way too.
No, I don't feel like that.
It's like when your nigga's doing what he's supposed to do. It's like, yeah.
see, that's the difference between girls and guys. Niggas is still want some more pussy.
And that's true. But see, that's true. And I hate that shit. Like, but I guess that's just what it is.
I guess that's
just what it is.
Most niggas are only loyal out of like necessity or like no options. Like they can't.
You know what? I have a friend that's like that. Like he don't mind having a girlfriend, but it's just like he say all the time he like the feeling of new pussy. Like he try not to cheat, but he just like.
But most guys are only loyal because like they want their girl to be loyal. Like if a guy could get a girl that's loyal to him and he doesn't have to be loyal, most guys are gonna like they want shit. Like that's what most guys want. Now the guys who don't say they don't want that, usually I would say that is because that's just how propaganda tells them to think. Like you should only want one girl because it's just right. I don't know. Fucking that's how TV and Disney is. I really don't know.
TV and Disney.
But like to be very honest, most guys want their girl to they do want a main girl. I think most guys do want a main girl and they do want to be in love, and they will spend most of their time with the girl they're in love with. But they also probably want to cheat once every 10 years. I have no fucking clue. But
They just want to see if they still got it once every 3 months.
3 months is wild.
Got my groove back. I'm
They
dead.
still got it. Niggas ain't shit.
She just want to say that.
Yeah.
But niggas
She just brought that up just so she could be like, yeah.
Niggas ain't shit.
I mean, being a guy is like, I mean, I guess it's like now new age, like I guess it's a lot different because like if you really think about it, being a guy now is a lot easier. I guess I don't know. A lot of men are. I mean, if you really think,
Back then, you really had to like court your woman.
Yeah.
Well, not even in that sense. Like I was really thinking.
What you could do now? You could just show a bitch $100. She give me some pussy.
It's not even that. Not even that. She can see your fit.
True.
But like,
She can see your haircut.
You broke as shit, but she like
Hold-
you got on.
You just was lucky enough. Your family members or somebody gave you enough money for you to get a haircut. You went out, and a shorty was liking your haircut or whatever, and all that.
That
and
is true.
you just was so happy to get some. Whole time she got to know you. You living on just the top mattress of your whole joint, and it's on the floor.
but like, say like y'all.
Like-
I think I make this like seem like it's just easier to get pussy, but I think it's a little deeper than that. Like it's like if you really think about it, like being. I don't know. Like people don't really look at marriage the same. People don't look at like sleeping around the same.
I sometimes look at marriage as like a business.
Like
Marriage is
if you really think about it,
definitely
like
business.
at one point, like you had to be a virgin or you had to be like pure. Like no one was fucking marrying the girl that slept with 12 or 15 guys. Like that wasn't normal at one point.
Yeah.
But now it's just becoming more of a normal thing. Like sleeping around is like increasingly more normal.
Yeah.
And especially it's always been more normal for guys, but it's increasingly more normal for females. And now it gets to a point where men are less masculine. Like most men are like becoming more feminine now. Like it's natural. Like I mean, I don't know, it's not natural, but
What you mean they becoming feminine?
like
feminine.
like if you really think about it, like
Because
girl-
they raised by their mamas and their aunties.
It don't matter. That doesn't even matter though.
Okay.
no, it's not. I mean, it's but it's society. It's a society thing. It's like it's not like it's no standard to be a masculine man. First of all, I mean, with most propaganda and agenda, like it's like everyone should be more tolerant of everyone's lifestyle, which is fine. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just like everything is more pushed to being open to everything.
Yeah.
So I mean, being masculine is more so like an extreme if you really think of it. Like if you want to be masculine, you have to go through those hardships. And you have to push a boy to do a lot of things that now people are like, men shouldn't do that. Women shouldn't do this. Everyone should just be equal. So of course, men are not going to be as masculine because that's a extreme of I need to be dangerous to protect my family. I need to provide for my family. All this. When if you really think of it nowadays, everyone is just like women and men should be equal. So they teach everybody the same shit. Like men and like I don't know. If you get in a fight, you can fight women. Fuck it. Like I don't know. Like that it's just.
Okay,
I still don't believe that.
Yeah, you don't have to believe that, but that's how the world is moving towards. Like everybody's just equal.
Because
I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of dudes. It's a lot of dudes walking around like, yeah, equal. You want to be so equal. Like
I feel as though
now, I definitely feel like if you swing on a
that should
nigga,
only go for dykes. That should only go for dykes.
I definitely feel like if you swing on a nigga,
Dykes
I
would be
don't
like niggas. You wanna be treated
condone.
equal to me. It should only go for dykes.
no.
Not for
But financially, like if you really think of it, like women, well, I think it's totally fine. But I think women want to get paid just as much as guys.
In certain fields, I don't believe that women, unless you're like really doing the work as far as like physical work, like if you're actually really doing
No.
it.
I think there's certain fields that women will never get into. Women will never want to be in hard labor construction. A lot of women will never
Exactly.
want to fucking be trash men or sewage people. Like it's a lot of women that won't want to do those jobs. So like, of course,
Goddamn.
wages are always going to be skewed. Like men are always going to probably make more money. Like I listened to a quote like the other day. It was like, if you showed a woman how to make $1,000 an hour, they would think I only have to work 3 hours a day to cover my costs. If you showed a man how to make $1,000 an hour, he would say I can make $24,000 a day. That like it's just a
Yes.
difference in the mentality of men. Men think I want to make as much as possible. Women think how can I make as much and be as carefree? How can I live as easy as possible?
Yeah.
So it's just a difference. I mean, I don't know.
I agree with that. In a way. Okay,
If a
so
nigga making $1,000 out when he making 20, I'm robbing him. Shit like that.
Damn.
Nigga, hilarious.
Real shit.
So no, so
If I'm making
this is a
$1,000
real
put the money in a bag.
This is
That's
a real-
fucking
If
it.
I'm
This is a
making
real question.
$1,000 an
Alright.
hour and I'm working 24 hours, you're about to. I'm
So
putting
this
a
is a
hit out on
real
you.
this is a real question, right? So like you
No, you gotta.
so you can make $1,000 an hour and I can make $1,000 hours. How many hours a day you gonna work? You gonna work 24 hours a day?
Fuck no.
How many hours a day you gonna work until you can get?
That's 24 bands.
What depends? It depends on what like. It
That's
depends on-
24 bands. It don't matter what you doing. That's $1,000 an hour.
Hate some-
24 hours. That's 24
If it's-
bands
if it's
in one day.
I'm
You
not
can literally
working
just work
24
that one
hours.
day and just be cool.
I know.
Like-
I'm not even gonna sit here and
like-
bluff you. I'm not
like-
even gonna sit here and lie. I'm not working 24 hours. I'm
Me
not
either.
gonna
If I'm
sit
making
here
that
and
much
lie.
money, you
A day,
damn right I
I'm
am.
not. I ain't gonna. I'm not.
Because
I'm
I
working-
know you
I
both.
love
And I'm-
Because I know
and
you,
I'm-
you would
I
definitely
love
work
my
24 hours.
And I'm working 5 days a week.
As
I want my
long as I
weekends
usually
off.
get
Yes, I
4
do.
But see, what he just said is
don't
true.
mind.
That's why I said I agree with him, because as women, we do want to just like enjoy the day, self-care, lounge. We
It's
like,
not even that. How I'm gonna work if I can't always work when I'm tired as shit?
That's true,
you
too.
getting
But
at
you
the-
need a break.
But we're getting to the work ethic
It
of
don't
men and
matter.
women.
Yeah.
You got
Like the
weekends-
work ethic
It
is
don't
just
matter.
different.
You got weekends off. Care about that. You can talk
Oh, you
about
got
that shit in
weekends
the
off?
week.
You didn't say that.
What the fuck?
You didn't say that.
he said 5 days a week.
I just said 5
Okay.
days a
Oh, I
week.
wasn't listening.
I said if
Sorry.
I'm making if I'm making a band an hour, 24 hours.
Wait, that's still not enough time. I'm
5
not
days
working
a week.
24 hours.
Yes.
You're not working 24
I'm working
hours,
5
though.
days. I'm working 5 days a week. I want my
As
weekends
long
off,
as I need
and
at
I'm
least
going
to get me
crazy.
something to eat and nap. Take a nap. That's it.
And what, bro?
But you
All I
said it's
need,
true.
all I need is 30 minutes and 2 chicken wings, and I'm good.
Not 30 minutes into.
All I need to do is lay down for a half hour
I'm gonna
and,
look like Tiny out here.
and give me a burger. I don't even need no fries. I'm good.
I can't work 24 hours.
Yes, good. What?
Okay.
Let
so
my job say it.
Let
Shit.
me find out where you work.
last little segment of tonight, and we just gonna make this quick. Just a little instance where someone someone had cheated on you, and what happened? You know, a little story, something quick.
Oh, I got a few. Y'all go ahead, cause
Not a few.
All right. All right. So I got put out of middle school,
and
middle school.
I started,
Yes.
and I had to go, and I had to go to this alternative school in East Baltimore, and I started talking to this shorty, and it
Not
was
middle
like,
school.
like me and her was, but like me and her was like rapping
Y'all
or
was
whatever.
in the same.
But then we met.
alternative
No. Alright, so the alternative school was only one hallway of the middle school. You feel what I'm saying? So like on the lowest floor, not the basement, like the first floor, one hallway of that middle school was the alternative school. You feel what I'm saying? So the alternative school was literally only one hallway.
Okay.
And so we used to like sneak up like to like the actual school. And like
What alternative school you went to?
over there over east on Lombard.
I went to that middle school right there.
Freedom?
That was a middle high school though.
Yeah, that was Freedom.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
there.
I was ready to say Neff.
Yeah. Oh my god, the girls. Oh my god, the girls in our grade used to sneak them boys upstairs.
And we was and I started messing
It was
with
wrong.
one of them, and then I had went back to my original school, whatever. So high school came. I started messing with her. We was together for like a year or whatever, and she had come to find out she was still messing with and still like having sex with her ex, like the one that was before me.
Damn, y'all was still in middle school?
They was in high school.
No, we was in
Oh.
high school.
Oh, okay.
By this time, we in high school. So the dude that was before me, she was cheating on me with him because I guess like I'm not even gonna lie. At that moment, I was more so like not like the whole like outspoken. I was like I didn't really do that. I stayed in my lane. I'm not talking to nobody. I was more so like the whole like I'm keeping myself like to myself. And she liked the whole rowdy, gangbanging, hood, whatever, and all that. And I wasn't that. Like I mean, I was never that. But yeah. And so this whole time, come to find out, she was messing with Joe or whatever. And I found out because he inboxed me and was like,
Now
"Yo."
he came to you as a man.
He was like, he said, "Yo, bro, why is your girlfriend still in my inbox?"
Oh, they must have was beefing. They was beefing.
Yeah. And he was like, and I was
came to
like,
tell.
well, you gonna have to show me. Well, you gonna have to. I told him, I was like, well, blah, 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 blah. I'm off the whole simp. Like, I don't believe none of that. You gonna have to show me. I need proof. Bop, bop, bop. So he sends me proof.
Ooh. He sent the video.
He sends me proof. He sends me like whole screenshots of him telling her come over and all that and the whole rundown and all that. So I come up and the next day and I'm heated. Like I'm like a cartoon character. You can see the steam come out my ears for real. Like as I'm walking through the building.
You should have choked her.
And I honestly like that was like the first thought in my head, but at the same time I was sitting there like that's not even what I do. Like I was never raised to put my hands on a female, like no matter what. So it was just like unless they put their hands on you, that's a whole different story. But other than that, no, I just wasn't that type of dude or whatever. And I told her, I was like, yeah, so like what's up? And she was just like, no, he lying or whatever. I was like, bro, he sent me screenshots, proof, whole evidence. It's nothing you can say they could like get past this or whatever. And all that. And, like, and she was on and when I told her, and then like the crazy part about it is when I brought it up, it was on our junior class trip. And the same day when we got back from Hershey Park or whatever, because that's where we went, she was in another dude's face the whole time.
Oh wow.
Well, she was just wild.
That's why. And when I on my way home,
horny.
and on our way home or whatever, like I didn't say nothing to her or nothing. She tried to give me a hug or whatever. I walked straight past her and I texted her. I said, "This right here is over."
Damn.
Okay. So you
That's so petty.
Let me see. I'll take it to high school. My freshman year.
Oh man, freshman year.
Yeah, my freshman year. I was a little shorty for real. And we was cool cooling for real. We was cooling. I just noticed that again, I'm a person, I pick up on things quick. Like I feel like us as humans, we're programmed to do certain things at certain times. Like once you get into a rhythm of things, it becomes a natural thing. So at that time, you get what I'm saying, that's when we used to talk through like Facebook or Twitter. Like, you know, you talk through inboxes and stuff. And I don't know, I just noticed that like during the weekends we wouldn't talk like at all until it was around the time for the school. Like, you know, time to go to school.
I gotta see you Monday.
Yeah, so it'd be like from like the weekends we wouldn't really talk. Because at first, you know how we started off, you gotta get to know each other. Weekends, so we coolin' for real. But then I just started noticing like a pattern. We wouldn't really talk. It'd be like large gaps. We wouldn't talk for real. So I just come to find out, like somebody had told me like they had seen her out with somebody else, and like literally gave me the whole rundown. Like, yeah, like you might as well hang that up. Pretty much, she was like, she had went out with them. They went, you know, she went home with them, and you know, past that, I ain't really need to really. No, nothing else. It was like at that point, like stuff started to add up just off of like how the conversation was kind of dying down, how it wasn't really linking no more, and then you know just when we been seen in public, just kind of like a little bit more like as if he was high. So I just shut that jump down quick. Yeah, I was hurt. You know, you're a freshman. You know, you're trying to find love.
You trying to find your little high school sweetheart.
See, I wasn't doing that in high school though.
You trying to find your high school sweetheart.
I was good on that a little bit.
She get real distant.
I'm telling you,
like,
yeah, it's easy to.
if she is so at anything that you do,
I just be like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, I just like, bro, what's up? Like,
But sometimes when females get distant, they ain't always cheating.
Well, it all depends, but sometimes it's
a good percentage. I'm not gonna say every woman.
Yeah,
a good percentage of it. That be the reason. I mean, like, bro, what's up? Like, what's up with you? Like, what's going on? Like
yeah, I agree.
It depends.
Because don't tell your story.
Not me. I was waiting on you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
All right, wait, let me think, y'all. All right, let me take this back. Because I was working at Charlestown. Yeah, I was working at Charlestown. All right, so I was dealing with this boy. And Charlestown is like a retirement home. Yeah. So they got all these little different restaurants and cafes. I worked in Fireside. The nigga I was dealing with, he worked in 𝚙𝚑 Cafe. So
now she giving us specifics.
No, for real.
He gonna know.
I was like, oh.
Working over there at 𝚙𝚑 Cafe. So boom.
On 25th.
We get some.
Nigga live on 25th.
Yeah, he was on 25th. I was doing St. Paul.
Yeah, because the little everything is in the same big ass building. Like Charlestown is really just a
just one big building. Yeah.
So he worked down the street around the corner for real.
Down the street and around the corner.
Right.
So we had got some new hires. Of course, we get new hires like every month or something like that. So this one girl, she didn't stand out, but she got a new hire. We got her. For some reason, she would not talk to me. Like, I didn't care that she didn't talk to me, but even if like asked for something, she wouldn't even interact with me. She wouldn't say, here, I need this and none of that. So as time goes on, like she started saying little stuff. So I'm like, all right. She started talking to me. I'm like, okay, she cool. So one day, everybody getting off work. I think I had left work before them, like the restaurant closed down and stuff like that. I think I probably did morning shift or something like that. So the next day I come to work, people at the restaurant, they knew we messed with each other. Like some people knew, not everybody knew, like certain people knew. They was telling me like they seen my little dude pick her up from the bus stop.
Oh.
He picked up from the bus stop.
I'm dead.
So as time goes on, he went in the gas. One day we was with each other. He went in the gas station. His phone was unlocked. I picked up his phone. I seen the name. It said Devonna. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, you giving out names?
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, she just...
It said Devonna. So
the Hot Out Podcast.
We did not condone.
I don't give a fuck about this
She's
story.
outing people.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, for real.
But it said Devonna. So I'm like, who is this girl? He like, we go to church together.
Church?
Hallelujah.
Yes, God.
He said this the girl I go to church with.
Yes, God.
So I'm like, Okay. So
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I get to work and I had to think back. I'm like, this girl name is Devonna, spelled the same way in all of that. So I didn't ask him. I just let time go because I'm like, yo, he not playing. He not playing me. So one day, I guess like they beefing, they got into it. She came to me as a coworker woman.
As a coworker. She came to me as a coworker.
Yeah, she came to me like, I don't know what's going on. I hear people going around saying that he picked me up and he did this and he did that.
Ooh.
He told me y'all never mess with each other. Blase. I'm like, girl, who are you? Like,
Right.
you really
The whole
coming
time
from
you
this,
like,
like,
where the fuck
huh?
is
Like,
you
where you
even?
coming from with
Yeah.
this? First of all, I didn't even know she was where this was coming. She was like, I just need to talk to you. I'm like, fuck, she need to talk to me about. I don't really know who you is. So that's when she started breaking that down. I asked him. He was like, no, I don't know. She lying. I never picked that girl up. Then he got caught in another fucking lie. I seen him walk. They came in together. I seen them get out the car. Mind you, the parking lot is right there in front of our restaurant. So I can see out the window. I can see if I'm standing by the window, I can see anybody, like the whole parking lot, anybody doing anything. So I seen the car pull up. I seen them get out the car. I seen them walking together. So when you come up the step, you can go two different ways. Like
Right.
he went
the other way.
He went that way and she came in this way. I was like, no, you come the fuck back here. So what's up with this? Like, I always had some little suspicions. Like, you saying you didn't never mess with me? He like, I never told her that.
What's the breathing for me?
I mean, that's all.
No, for real. It's the
I never told her that. So why?
Right.
We worked together. Come to find out she knew about me before we worked together. They fucked.
That's why she ain't talking to
He
you.
lied and said that they didn't fuck. The whole time they was fucking. He said he fucked her the first time he seen her together, but all that bullshit, blase. I don't give a fuck about that. It's the simple fact that, bitch, why would you fuck the coworker? The coworker. You knew she was gonna work there and all. You could have gave me a heads up, but no. I was so embarrassed, yo. Like, people knew they was fucking, and we was fucking with each other.
I think that's the worst part, being embarrassed.
Well, let's take
Like,
it back to the original question. If he would have told you up front, what would you have done? If he would have been honest with you.
I would have truly left him alone because it's like.
I want to say, I thought she'd have been like,
Just
what
give me the
what you say
option.
earlier, only thing you gotta do is tell me.
But
No,
tell me,
like,
at least give me the option of
it's
what I
my
want to
decision.
do.
It's really my decision.
good.
If I choose to still fuck with him, that I choose. But no, I really would like no because it's like what the fuck? We supposedly be locked in
Right.
or whatever.
He
We
was
supposed
on
to-
some baby bullshit.
I hate that.
But you want somebody?
All right, so let me, you know.
I'm gonna respect that.
All right, so I was dealing with this person. All right, so I met this person through one of my homegirls, and I was stopping past her house or whatever. It was like summertime or whatever, and her best friend had came through or whatever, and he wanted to talk to me. And so, you know, one thing led to another. We started texting. I kind of was playing with him a little bit in the beginning because I really just should have stuck to my instinct and not took him seriously. So that's when I saw him at this event, and you know, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, how it kind of happened was just like, all right, we was in the like same area, and I'm walking past. I really did not know he was there, like, and he didn't know I was there, and we kind of like linked eyes, like it was like kind of like like we locked eyes or whatever. And so like after that, it was just like, yeah. So then we started dealing with each other. All right, so this is my issue, right? I never came to him on some I want to be your girlfriend type shit. He came to me like, oh, I want to be in a relationship with you and all this other stuff. And yeah. So we texted or whatever, and whatever, a couple of like months go by, and we still dealing with each other. So at this time, he's in school, I'm in school, and I go to see him at his school. And when I'm down there, like, all right, so I'm down there, whatever, and it don't feel right. Like, it just, I feel like this nigga, you know.
Hiding something.
Right. And I didn't like how I was handled when I was down at the school after you asked me to come. So, yeah. So, whole time, I was literally just down there. Like, all right, so I go, I'm down there, whatever. I'm like, I'm not coming back down here. Like, yeah, I don't even like it. So, whole time I'm down there, though, he just acting weird. And I don't like that. Like, not after all of this time and all that, now you acting weird. Like, I could have just stayed where I was at. So, I come back and I find out that he literally, well, I found out about this situation more so later down the line of us dealing with each other. So literally like maybe 2 weeks after that, I found out that he had someone over there a week later and they fucked. And so my first instinct was to beat the shit out of this nigga, no lie. But at the same time, it was like, right. So I really was just kind of over it after that. And then once I found out about that, it kind of didn't work after that because it was just like toxic after that. Like it just was like, yeah, it's done. I'm over with it. Whatever. But yeah, I hated it real bad. But thank you for tuning to the Hot Out podcast. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe.
Wait, you forgot CJ. Or CJ doesn't.
Oh, no, I am.
Sorry, he
Oh,
does.
He said he wasn't going.
He does.
wasn't going
He
to
does
share
the
his.
shit.
Now we're not going to share his
Like,
story,
alright.
but
Yeah, it doesn't
please
seem-
do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. It's been real. Signing out.
Bye.
Yes, God.
All right, I'm ready to sing, y'all.
Oh hell no.
Save that
Put
for
them
next episode.
earphones back on.